There's a huge debate raging among 49ers fans right now about whether Brock Purdy is a dinker and a dunker. This debate started, funnily enough, on Ryan Hensley's channel. He was doing a show with Larry Krueger, two guys I do shows with on Mondays. Ryan says that Brock Purdy is a dinker and a dunker. Larry is adamant that Brock Purdy is not a dinker or a dunker. No dink nor dunk, according to Larry. Where do I come down? I mean, really, you have to have like a real definition of what a dinker and a dunker is. And I don't think there is a definition, like a Webster's dictionary definition, an Oxford English dictionary definition of a dinker and a dunker. But I would have to say yes. Brock Purdy is a dinker and a dunker, in my opinion. Doesn't mean he's not a good quarterback, but most of his throws are short and intermediate, like Jimmy Garoppolo. The main difference is that he's younger than Jimmy Garoppolo and cheaper than Jimmy Garoppolo and quicker than Jimmy Garoppolo. But when it comes to throwing down the field, I mean, it's not really what either one does well. For Brock Purdy, a deep throw for him is about 30 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, maybe 35. Have you seen him throw a ball farther than that? I haven't. Also, when he throws deep balls like outside the numbers toward the sideline, like the hypotenuse of the field, those balls tend to die, and you see wide receivers kind of have to slow down and wait for the ball. So, yeah. I mean, here's the test. If he's not a dinker and a dunker, he'll be able to take advantage of Danny Gray in the future. But because Danny Gray is pretty much a one-trick pony, deep threat, runs a 4.3. He catches the ball like 40, 50 yards down the field if you can hit him. Can Brock Purdy hit him? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to see Danny Gray do anything unless Trey Lance is the quarterback. Does that mean Trey Lance is better than Brock Purdy? No. Does it mean Brock Purdy's a dinker and a dunker? Yeah. It also means there's a physical limitation with Brock Purdy. I mean, every quarterback has limitations and weaknesses, but let's not pretend that Purdy is without any. He is limited. And he had a great rookie year, certainly. But he also was on a great team. I mean, how many rookies in the history of the league got to play for a team like this? And Purdy never would have played for this team. He was forced into action because of injury. Most rookies don't get to play for a team like this. All-pro left tackle, all-pro wide receiver, all-pro running back, all-pro fullback, all-pro tight end, and the number one defense in the league. Like, yeah, he was on a really great team. We wouldn't be talking about Brock Purdy if he played for the Carolina Panthers last year. Also, he took the league by surprise. There was no book on Brock Purdy. There was very little film on him. So yeah, he ran the table, put up a lot of points in the regular season. But once the playoffs started and the defenses improved and the game plans got more sophisticated, he came back down to earth. You know, he survived against Dallas is what you could say about his performance. And he had some nice moments, but overall, at home against Dallas with Christian McCaffrey on the field, the Niners scored 19 points. The previous year in Dallas with Jimmy Garoppolo and no McCaffrey, they scored 23. So in the games that mattered, he came back down to earth. The offense wasn't necessarily better than it was the previous year. And then in the next week against Philly, Brock Purdy didn't make it through the first quarter. You could say it's not his fault, but his coach would disagree with you. His coach said on the record, Brock Purdy should have stepped up in the pocket. And again, I don't know. Maybe it's because he doesn't like stepping up in the pocket. Maybe it was a rookie mistake. You tell me. He still has a lot to prove, especially now that he's coming off a UCL surgery. Being a younger, cheaper, quicker Jimmy Garoppolo with the weaker arm doesn't necessarily make you a franchise quarterback.